The amount of times that I feel that I need to be at a different place to where I'm at right now is honestly ridiculous. So often I think I should be married already, I should have children already, I should have a super successful business already, and I'm only 30. So that is, in comparison to our lifetime, quite young. But I know that so many of us feel like that nowadays because we live in this world of comparison that was created especially through social media, and I really think that it has driven so many of us completely insane. So often I think things could be better and things could be different, and then I pull myself back and remember that the way things are right now are exactly the way things should be, because if not, we would be at a different place already. And it's so funny too, because then I hear people say that they wish they had my life and they wish they were as confident as me and that they look up to me, and this is so fascinating because I do the exact same thing with other people. Believe me, there is always a person that is looking at you, wishing that they were as cool as you, as funny as you, as caring as you, as kind as you. And it's so difficult to see those things within ourselves sometimes because we so often are our own worst critics. And I believe that it is time that we become this person for ourselves. Be that person that looks at you and goes, wow, I'm really impressed with how far you've come. I am so impressed with everything that you've achieved in your life already. Wake up every morning and be proud of yourself for everything that you do. Because even though I may not know you, I know that each and every single one of us has achieved so many great things already. And they don't have to be big things. They can be small things too. But what I do know for sure is that every single one of us has something to be proud of ourselves for. Because maybe the point of life isn't to always look at somebody else, wishing that we had what they had and wishing that we were at a different point in life. Maybe the whole point is to realize that where we are at this moment of time is exactly where we are supposed to be. I read this paragraph in a book a couple of days ago, and it said that we live in this hustle culture where we really are just constantly doing more to get more, to work more, to make more money, and so forth. This cycle goes on for most of our lives. And then it said, where has this gotten us? Look around you today. How many people are truly, genuinely happy with where they are at and what they are doing in life? So clearly, it is not working. And while I don't think that we have to stop doing more all the time, I think that while we are doing it, we should be happy with the progress. We cannot simply focus on what is going to come out of it eventually, because eventually might never come. We never know how much time there is left. And to constantly think that we're going to be happy once the specific goal has been achieved is madness. So let's instead focus on the journey there and constantly think that we are doing an incredible job of getting there. Every tiny step that we take forwards is already a success. And that is one of the greatest things about life, that we can label success however we want to. It is really our choice to decide what things we are going to be proud of ourselves for and what things we are going to be just too harsh on ourselves for. So instead of constantly beating ourselves up for all the things that we should be doing and that we haven't achieved yet, instead we should just focus on all the things that we are achieving every single day. And when you do have a moment where you feel like that again, then just remember that all of us feel a little lost sometimes. It is not just you. Every single person feels like maybe they don't have it all together and maybe they should be doing something completely different. And every time I do feel that way, then I talk to a friend, and so often they say the exact same thing. So then both of us just laugh about it and realize it's a temporary state. So instead of going crazy over it in your mind, just talk about it, laugh about it, and realize that those thoughts are often just playing tricks on you. And if you decide to, you can change those thoughts within seconds. I remember talking to my older brother, and he said, Clara, you know what? I really thought that when I'm going to be 30 and when I have that proper full-time job and when I am married and when I have a child, then I'm finally going to feel like I have it all together. And then we talked the other day and he said, you know what? It doesn't matter how many of those things I have achieved, I still feel like there's absolute chaos at times. And I don't think that there's ever going to be the point where everything just makes perfect sense. So instead of being too harsh on ourselves for this all the time, why not just start today with realizing that it's fine. We don't have to have it all together. And in the end, maybe it is not even about that. And apart from trying to be proud of ourselves and accept the way that we are, maybe we also need to accept this feeling of being a little bit lost sometimes. Some days are going to be a little bit better and some days are going to be a little bit worse. And that is how everything in nature works. So while I am definitely the first person who needs to start working on this more because the expectations I have on myself are just absolutely ridiculous, I am asking you to do the same for yourself. And if nobody has told you today, then let me be that person. I am absolutely proud of everything that you are achieving. You're doing absolutely amazing, you're giving your all, and you deserve to be proud of yourself too. And if you are still feeling lost, even after watching this video, then remember, so many others do too.